Hello everybody and welcome to the show. Bass Bonsai, we're almost on the water. Charles has his boat decked out now, matching interior to the exterior, purple. And front mounted trolling motor, rear mounted trolling motor, rods, tackle. We're good to go. So buckle up and hang on. We're going largemouth bass fishing with all the gear from BFS to swim baits. I don't think Charles brought anything swim baity except for those little bitty old swim baits.
No, I brought the ones you just sold me.
Yeah. So let's go. The perfect, look at that perfect color. I made that with the AliExpress head, which is a Megabass knockoff. Put that, I can't remember the brand of the skirt. You can get the bluegill color. Peeled off some of it just to leave enough. I may have to take off more of that yellow, but I'm going to try that. We got to find a perfect trailer for it. I think we're going to start with one of these. I can't remember the brand. I think it's a Googan, because I believe the Googans, if I'm not mistaken anyway, the Googans have the ribs are angled over the Strike King. So I'm going to try one of these first, I think. And then we'll go with something else. So we're going to rig this one up. We're going to try some just swim jigs. I'm just going to put it about halfway, I think. Close to it. So yeah, I think that should work. Then we're going to take this one, and I got to find our Largo shad. We're going to rig a Largo shad on it. Okay. I guess technically we're still kind of swim baiting. We are utilizing swim baits in our deal, but that big bite, or any bite for that matter, is just not happening at the moment. So let's, between these two colors, I think we're going to have a winner. You want to rig them straight as you possibly can. Dude, that just looks good. Look at that, Charles. Doesn't that just look good?
Lovely.
This doesn't look good. Let me peel that one off. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Oh my God. Look at you. I'm going to call this one precious. We've got the wrong rod for it. What should I throw this on? Actually, I'm going to throw... I could throw that on this. Let's just throw it real quick. And I'm going to take the... Oh my God. Other one I'm going to rig up on the Super Destroyer, which has our backup bait still rigged up. So do I want to switch? Yeah, we're gonna, this has Super Destroy written all over it. We're gonna keep our backup bait somewhere close. So let's try this. You got it? Yeah, Charles got it. Did you go on bottom?
Yeah. Worm.
Yeah, Charles switched to, Charles already turned it into a true soft plastics bite, but oh my God, get him in, Charles. Teton 662.
Oh, he took it.
We're gonna try this bait first. Right here, just out in the middle of nowhere, and then just dragging it across the bottom so I can feel it hitting. That was a little bump. There's one finally.
Oh gosh, that sounds like a decent fish.
That's a good chunk. Finally, oh, let me shut this trolling motor off. Get up here, dude. That's what we might take. Yep, nice chunk on my new, to me, this fish has that broken jaw feel. I guess they all may be like that. He was down there where you want him to be, but look at that. Our brand new, it's a little lanky dude. But yeah, just looks kind of weird. Do I need to pick? I need to pick right off the bat, first thing in the morning. Found him. And just a first for everything. I don't know if I've ever tried these in this color. Definitely never tried it on a bonsai rig. I'm going to see if that hook is big enough. And we'll rig this on the Super Destroyer probably. I may switch. We're going to put that down. I'm not sure if it's intended to be down. I'm not that big on rigs necessarily. More about, I think that's intended to be up, but we're not going to put it up. The rig. So yeah, that should be, if they hit that, yank. We're going to try it. There's a fish. Oh, that is a little dude. That is a little dink. Come on. But if you cast in the bonsai rig with the palmetto bug, I can't hold on to him. I gotta go to the gym, work out my thumb more, Charles. I gotta do some squeezes. Charles got one. I switched to well, I've got chatterbait rigged up, but before I could get going, the battery went dead on the GoPro. Charles, nice one. Lost trailer. That is a wrong rod. Where's my blade? Here we are. There's the rod I'm looking for. So there's some wood. Bring our chatterbait across it. Yep, nice fish. Back this boat up. There could be fish all around. That wood. Cast I was trying to make with the big blade is super shallow because it can ride shallow. There's one. That is a little dink. Maybe a big one will jump on him. All right. Sun's out, guns out, bass out. Dude. Give him a double dunk. He swiped at it. All right. Still can't believe there wasn't anything up on that wood. You got one right there? Shut the trolling motor off. Charles pulled one out of there with the chatterbait in tighter. I was wondering about that. Oh, I was wondering about that topwater bite. Look at me, I got a fish.
Yeah.
Had it. Watch. See it? Got him. Had to use the tree to help.
Fish to get loose from the tree.
They're hitting topwater if you sit and dangle something.
Yeah.
It's like a slow popper, I guess, would be.
Yeah, I would say.
Throw a popper right up on the bank, because that sucker came and got it twice. Okay, let's jump right to Flash Boost. Also, because this was on the top of my jerkbait box, that World Minnow Flash Boost. Uh-oh. Oh, I missed it by a few feet. Should.
That might be good though.
Right. Got one. Oh, man, he's gigantic. Woo! Glad I wasted all this time out here messing with this. There's definitely a big one out there jacking around. I probably, in all honesty, I'm going to do something else too. So I tried jerkbaiting, Charles. I tried it. I tried the World Minnow. I tried them all. They're all very effective at their time and play. Get back. Try to. Go ahead. I'll show you with this one. But with your rod,
I just threw almost all the line off the salamander.
kind of give it a pop as you turn. Almost like when you know, like if you're trying to walk a frog or a popper.
Yeah, I see it out there.
Kind of give it the. It'll jump side to side. There you go. Something like that. So they're hitting topwater out in the middle. So Charles was like a wake bait. Well, they work okay, huh?
Yep. I'll do the job.
They will get hit.
This seems like overkill.
Right, but I mean, if you get those, you know, you get the hang of them, and then you get around where there's a big fish,
Oh yeah.
because that looks like a, you know, about a 6-inch fish in distress.
Yeah.
It's a good easy meal for a lot of. I don't know why them little ones hit that thing. Like,
it's in stress.
It's the same size as him though. Like, how are you going to eat that? Charles says they're not in the wood. I don't even think it was 2 seconds later. I heard his drag go. I heard his drag go. You're right, Charles. They're not up in that wood. Yep. Now I finally hit some wood. I still have not thrown a rattle trap or spinnerbait yet this morning. There's one. Yep, you're right, Charles. They're not over in that wood.
They're not in that wood.
They are not over there. Nope, no siree. Get yourself off. No? You can't get a dink off on accident. Whee! I don't know what brand Squarebill Charles has. Looks like a bomber. Could be a cheapie.
I have a cheap one. It is a Cordell.
Oh, Cordell. About the same size as the 1.0s.
I just thought that color might be pretty good.
Yeah, this.
Dang, that's a decent. Dang, that's a whole slew of them.
Oh, dude. Well, I'm gonna throw this little crank. Just because that's what I've got on.
Oh, got one.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Oh, I missed him.
just because what I've got on, and they're out there just hitting.
Oh, this one's a monster.
And that, well, that's probably what they're eating, little bitty old baits like we got. But I think if a guy sat out there long enough with baits like the size they are,
Yeah, because you see.
then there'll be, yeah, there was a bigger one here and there floating around. You'll catch that sucker. There we go.
Thrown out and brought back to the college.
Well, once we get up in there, but I just wanted to hit this before we go up to it or just inside of it. There. There's one. Maybe. Get. I didn't even want him.
Clapping at you.
You done now? Double dip. Slow him down sometimes.
Yeah, there's a bunch of grass back there.
He was on that wood. We're going over to the wood. Bunch of square bills. I'll probably actually rig up a couple other rods. But we've got our little. Charles keeps tearing them up on that little dude. Little dinks.
Right home about.
So what I'm throwing, these little 1.0s could easily be thrown with BFS gear, but I get a lot of different stuff going. But we're gonna switch that out.
Medium.
All right. All right, let me kill that motor. I can hear it running.
You know, when I figure when your lightest rod is a heavy.
Last time we were here, this bait kicked in. That dude started just caught the. It was just catching a bunch of bass over in the wood, so I need to at least try it. It's the hard knock, so it's not quite as loud as a normal one. And we are within range of the wood on this side. But we'll check it, see if it's still working, and then we'll go to other ones. There's one. First cast. Oh, dude, he's barely hooked. Oh, no, I knew he was going to come off. He had to barely. I could have tried to play him and, you know, how you turn him and all that stuff. Get another hook in him, but yeah. Bigger class over here, Charles. Let's try it again. With the good square bill, you want to get it anywhere around the wood that you can, really. You want it to hit, bounce. Come on. Should be. I think I got this thing turned up too high. No? What is that number on? Can't even read it. Oh, that's way too high. It's on 12. Let's go to 10. Was I letting somebody else use this rod, maybe? There we go. There's one. So that's 2 fish on this bait. I'd say the square bill game's going again. I want to try a bait that I just can't make myself like. And that's that high dollar one that I knew I probably shouldn't have bought. But everybody and their brother is talking about that bait. So, this Ott's Garage, the Rocco. Let's give him a shot. You just witnessed the Strike King Charles getting hit. This dude isn't that far off. Whitish crawl colored. It's actually got orange, which, dude, he almost got stuck. There you go. All right, Rocco, better get in there. You're gonna be in the for sale deal that's coming up here before long. Whoa. Oh, that's a little bitty bluegill was following it. All right, here's your chance. There's wood all over in here. This dude ain't doing anything though. Let's try it at that angle. Well, if you guys wondering, like, testing baits or something, if I'm throwing a bait that's close in color and catching fish and I can't even get a hit on the other bait, it's probably going to be working its way out of my box. Not saying it won't work, because Charles, I've sold him baits that then he'll come back and catch fish with, but in my opinion,
Sometimes I think it's just the difference in the action between different people.
right, some people work bait faster, slower, but
Well,
when I'm
faster, slower.
like, I did a square bill thing a couple years back. I bought a bunch of different ones and I couldn't find anything that'd stick with the Dig It. Now this year, that 1.0 is definitely very close.
That's like me with this H2O. I don't know why, but I always...
And we're gonna throw the Jabberjaw. When he's on, he's on. When he's off, he's off. And I'll be honest, he's off more than he's on, so he may be working his way. As much as he worked it into my box last year, out of it completely, or all of them but this color.
I'm about to smoke you with your own bait.
You can try. No, that ain't my own bait. That bait? No.
I thought I got this one.
I never seen that bait before. Is it a Berkeley? No, I've never, no. Whatever that is, I've never, I don't think I've owned that bait.
Oh, it didn't say. I don't know what it is. But I've cut crap.
There we go. The Jabberjaw, just like second cast, caught a fish. So he stays for a while longer. Okay, Jabberjaw, he wasn't big, but boom, that was quick. So he's gonna stay. I'm gonna get, where did I put him? The Rocco back out again. Give him another chance. We're back down this way a little bit. So the old Rocco right through here should possibly have a fish. That thing. But in the whole meantime, this bait couldn't catch a fish if my life depended on it with this sucker. looks like it's true, I guess. Yeah, feels like it. All right, the Rocco's out. That bait should get hit, in all honesty, right now. 1.5 Lucky Craft. Not far off from the Strike King, because let's face it, that's who Strike King copied when they made their 1.5. So, will the original outperform? I just like that oyster color.
Yeah. I've never had much luck with white on square bill.
Well, white's one of those colors, kind of like black and blue, the extreme, you know, like black and blue is, like it'll be working or it don't. But when it's working, you almost need to be throwing, you know, something with white when it's working. Gets you a lot more bites. But yeah, sometimes but that oyster color, probably of all the whites I've thrown, it seems to be the one that, it's almost kind of like a bone-ish, I don't know. Well, now there's a bait you got on now. That's the one dude, right and hung up. Yeah, that's the one. I was kind of up in there on those, but I don't feel they run deep enough for me. But the Rapala Brats, this dude got hung up right off the bat. He might get one more cast, but he's probably going.
I'm bouncing.
Yeah, I hit something right there with the Jabberjaw even. It only, I think it gets to 6, 4 to 6 maybe. So we're definitely, something keeps Jabberjawing its way out over that way. Got it, whatever it is. Little dinks are everywhere. Look at that. I see something big. Little Dinksville. So the trick today is figuring out, other than that peanut butter and jelly worm Charles threw earlier, what can we get a big fish on, Charles? I bet you this little rattle trap right here. I did come to the conclusion I like the Poison Adrena, I think, is my best rattle trap rod. Yeah. It's the one that's in the right, rough to the right power range, but not too stout. So let's do that. Much as we love, everybody loves the Jabberjaw. And he did catch us a fish so far. I just think what we got going on out here, even over our swim baits, square bills, that there could be a rattle trap bite going on that we've totally been oblivious to because we just haven't thrown one. I could be wrong, but you at least got to try it. At least got to try that route. Now I'll throw the 3/4. I might throw it on something a little stiffer. I gotta get my rattle trap mode. Your what? There we go. A few casts in. Oh yeah.
What pliers weren't good to braid? Baby these are okay.
in that area, but we're done. We are worn out. Caught a bunch of little dings. Charles caught way more than me in numbers. I think I did have fish of the day with the 2 jig fish, but the jig, I think that's about the only 2 fish the jig caught. So the jig bite wasn't really on. But anyway, if you liked the video, hit the like button. If you didn't, hit the like button. Tell your friends, your neighbors, everybody you know, Bass Bonsai. Wasn't the greatest day, but it was the best day because we were out fishing, right? Get out, go bass and bonsai, but whatever you do, make sure you have fun doing it. See ya.